Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about what is going on at the Manila Airport. We've got security stealing money, and oh yeah, they were caught on camera eating it. Stick around for the story. Alright, so I'm going to show you the article, but I have a personal experience myself in Manila of an attempt to kind of extort extra money from me, and I'll tell you about that at the end here. And we'll talk about maybe some things you can do to kind of protect yourself as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the article here. Alright, so here it is. Security officer at Manila Airport caught swallowing US $300 off a passenger's wallet. We're going to talk again about some things that you can do to protect yourself. Now, Manila ranked as the 10th worst airport in the world as far as like corruption and things like that. Now, it's interesting, they caught her on video actually swallowing $300. You can see it right here. I mean, I guess she would have ate it, pooped it out, and cleaned it off and had $300. Talk about a real stink, huh? Anyway, she was actually drinking water, and she was a body scan operator, or handed to her by a body scan operator, and her supervisor could be seen talking to her as well, and they said she appeared to be choking while she was covering her mouth like with a handkerchief, so I guess she was even trying to hide it from them, even though the other members of the security are also being investigated. There's no correlation with them as of right now anyway. The passenger handed his shoulder bag over to her before doing a body scan, I guess to go through the security. He noticed when he went through security that his wallet was open and money was missing. Apparently at this point was when she had turned away and had begun swallowing the bills to avoid getting caught, even though as a security officer she should know that where the cameras are. Apparently she didn't notice that she had turned directly towards a security camera. And it happened back on September 8th. And they say that she is going to have heavy charges pressed against her. But yeah, the Manila Airport was ranked in a survey in July by Property Management and Hospitality as the 8th worst airport in the world based on passengers' queuing experiences. So anyway, they're also stating that it's going to be some serious criminal charges. Now, what's funny is that she said, even to this point, she is still denying the whole thing, even though she can be clearly seen swallowing the money. Talk about some bizarre things. Now, they say what they're going to do is they're going to no longer be allowed to wear jackets with pockets, no more jackets. Their uniforms will not have pockets. Well, apparently that wouldn't stop this person because they were just going to swallow the money. But that is one of the things they're going to do. And there was another video that went viral, and it was 5 members of the OTS staff. And this was back in February, but they were from Thailand. And the Thai person was actually filming the whole thing as they were stealing the money. And the person could be heard saying, please, please, please don't delete the video, and I guess gave the money back. But quite a few of these incidents. I mean, every so often, every few months, every 6 months or so, you hear about this stuff. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what you can do to secure yourself. Number one, when you're going through security, money, of course, you don't have to worry about it setting off the security alarm, when you're going through the security. So take your money out and put it in your pocket. And then put your wallet, and your coins in the basket and let it go through the scanner. So that's number one. Number two, get yourself like a security bag. This thing was extremely helpful when I traveled to Vietnam, and now I use it everywhere. But this is a pack safe It's on my website, on my Geo Travel Essentials. You don't have to get one this big. I like this one because it serves almost like a suitcase backpack. But as you see, the zipper is actually locked together and then lock onto here. So when you put this through security, they can't really open it up. And if they need it opened up, well, at that point you're going to be present, standing there while they go through your bag. So one of these bags, really a good idea to get. That's what I do. And also, by the way, if you're traveling, make sure you have a VPN. I recommend Surfshark VPN. They have a really good deal going on right now. There's a link down in the description, but I use it so I can access different websites that I can't normally access if I don't have the VPN on. Plus, I can get my American TV shows and access Amazon, the full amount of TV shows from Netflix and Amazon Prime, Hulu. All those things don't work otherwise if you don't put it onto a U.S. city, or you could switch it to Australia or wherever you want a different lineup of programs. So check that out in the link down below. Anyway, I'm going to tell you my own personal experience, and this was just when Maya and I went to Thailand. Now, you can, if you stay more than 6 months in the Philippines, you have to do something called an exit clearance. Now, if you've been less than 1 year, but over 6 months, you can do that exit clearance at the Manila Airport. So, I think we had like 3 hours before the flight. We were plenty early. So, I went to the immigration office, and there was nobody there, absolutely nobody there. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And I said, I'd like to do my exit clearance. And he goes, what time is your flight? And I'm like, oh, it's like 5:30 a.m. And he goes, well, I don't know if we can get this done in time. And I'm like looking around, there's nobody there whatsoever. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you know, I could get this expedited for you, you know, for a little bit more money. I could expedite it for you. And I'm thinking to myself, how could it be expedited any further? There is nobody even around. And I said, no, the cost is 500 pesos, and that's what I'm going to pay. And he goes, well, I can't guarantee that you won't miss your flight. So he's, at this point, he's telling me, he's like, saying that I have a very high probability of missing my flight, which is not even for another 3 hours. And I've already got my airline ticket and everything. I just had to go through security at this point. And so he keeps telling me this, trying to get more money. And then I saw behind him, the door was halfway open, but I could tell it was like maybe like a supervisor or manager. So I just raised my voice, not yelling, but I just spoke louder. I said, are you saying I have to pay more than 500 pesos? I'm talking louder at this point. And now he's trying to quiet his voice down to get me to talk lower. And I keep talking at this level, and finally he's like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. Just wait over there. And guess what? My whole exit clearance and everything was done in like 25, I think only about 20 minutes. So this whole nonsense of you need to pay this extra amount of money to get it expedited so you can make your flight on time, which is not for another 3 hours, was just complete bull. It was just a way to extort more money from me, and I'm glad I didn't do it. But you know, these things can happen with the security in Manila Airport. It's horrible. The other thing I would tell you in the Manila Airport is when you get off the airplane and you are exiting, they are like a bunch of sharks trying to get you into a taxi. Like, they will tell you anything. You know, as soon as you get off, like if you wanted to call Grab or you wanted to just get a metered cab, they will say, no, that doesn't, there's no metered cabs here. You have to take this van here, and it's 1,000 pesos to your hotel, when in reality it should only cost like 200 pesos. So they are like sharks. Do not give in, say, no, I'm going to get a metered cab, and walk out and follow the signs to the metered cabs. Make sure the meter's on. You know, these kind of things happen. So anyway, What do you guys think about this girl swallowing $300 to crap out later and steal? I mean, I don't know what's going on. Either they need to pay them better so they're not so tempted to steal, maybe if they gave them decent wages, or they need to maybe set some examples and give out some really stiff punishments so to deter others. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this whole matter? Comment down below, guys, and as always, thank you so much, and I'll see everyone next time. Bye.